There was a small Polynesian island where men and women would always eat separately, the men first and the women following. One day somebody asked one of the islanders why they never ate together, and the islander said, "Because eating together is taboo." This answer seemed perfectly acceptable until somebody asked one of the islanders, "What does taboo mean?" And despite the widespread practice of eating separately, nobody knew what taboo meant. The island was stuck with language that had lost meaning, a tradition that had lost meaning. In the 1970s, Alasdair Macintyre, professor of philosophy at Notre Dame, wrote After Virtue, a work showing how our ethical constructs and traditions can lose meaning over time. In Aristotle's day, ethics were based upon a common goal, the goal of what a human being should be. A society then would make rules for reaching that common goal, which came in the form of traditions and practices. The emphasis of a common goal was key for a society, and ethics had to take place within a tradition and a society. Over time, however, traditions and societies changed. People lost the original meaning of morality. Figures like Descartes introduced the notion of removing presupposition and tradition from thinking and using only the human mind. In the Enlightenment, philosophers such as Kant, Mill, and Kierkegaard attempted to create ethical systems without drawing on tradition. The attempt to make ethical rules failed to have meaning, since ethics must take place within a society and a tradition. Today we live in the wake of the failed Enlightenment morality project. We have lost a common goal for our society. Take, for example, the issue of abortion. On one side of the issue, people claim abortion is wrong on the grounds for the right to life. On the other side are the people who claim the right to one's body should permit abortion. What is clear is that they have different goals in mind. They speak past each other with their ethical language, which has lost its meaning because it has lost its goal. It is as silly as if you lobbed a tennis ball over the net and your opponent heaved a football back. We see the use of moral language without a common goal in mind, and there is no higher goal to justify one moral premise versus another. The key understanding is that our language does change over time and can lose its original meaning. Ethics are relative to societies which have a common goal. Finally, modern society lives in the wake of the loss of ethics and a failed Enlightenment morality project. We are stuck with language that once nested within the context of a society with a common goal, now bereft of that context, is bereft of its meaning.